Hello, BookTube. I thought I'd do a book haul. Cheers. Wet snow today, the heavy kind. So, but not much of it, 2-3 inches at the most. But I did get out today. But before I talk about the haul, and it's a really good one. I think it's every quarter. I print out this. My wife lets me know when it's out. It's called Quarter Deck, a Maritime Literature and Art Review. This is winter 2021. Absolutely love it. And there's the back of it. Absolutely love it. We'll try to put the link down below if you like maritime fiction and nonfiction. And it's what it says it is, a quick review and newsletter type of thing. Oh, here, let's do that. And it's McBooks Press. And it's always very well done. You know, you'll find a mistake here and there, but I look forward to it. They have author interviews. In fact, I think they might have one in here, actually, from an author I don't know. Yeah, Chris Durbin, who has a series that I'll hunt down. So we'll try to put a link down below, and if it's your sort of thing, then it's easy enough to print out. I mean, you can read it online, but I like having a print copy. I got piles of them. And you can look at the old ones. I mean, they archive them. So yeah, Quarter Deck, a Maritime Literature and Art Review. So then we drove around a little bit. We had a few things we needed to get. And we stopped at the Liston thrift shop. That can be hit or miss. We found things there over the years. And we found a really good set of books. And my wife found quite a few of them. And I'm going to start with some big art books. We paid a little more than we normally would for these. I mean, the books are $1 hardback, 75-cent paperback. These were specially marked, and that's only fair. They're really nice books. The first one is this Beast, the National Gallery of Art. You can see how big it is. So that's what I paid for it, and I think it was worth it. Came out at $75, supposedly. Let me just give you an idea of... I haven't really had a chance to go through it much. I mean, I'm taking a quick glance. I don't want to break the spine or anything here, trying to handle a book the way it's not meant to be handled. But so I love these sort of things. I do like art books. We got quite a shelf of them out in the breezeway out there. So 1,000 masterpieces in full color, and see what else it says about it. It's a beast to handle. That's the truth. So it's by John Walker, the Director Emeritus, forward by J. Carter Brown, Director, Aberdale Press, Harry and Abrams Incorporated Publishers, and this came out in 1984. It's quite a gorgeous thing. Here, I'm going to do one more, just to give you an idea. And I will spend quite a bit of time looking through that. Another art book. This one I'm really excited to have, and I haven't had a chance to go through it, but I'm a big fan of Andrew Wyatt. Just keep get glare. This is the Helga pictures. This, see, is text by John Will Merding, Deputy Director, National Gallery of Art in Washington, Harry and Abrams Incorporated, Publishers, New York. And this is from, let's see, 1987. And it lists exhibitions, so I guess this may have been a hardback for an exhibition. Try to get an appropriate drawing so I'm not putting something on YouTube I shouldn't be. It is art, right? So Helga. The circumstances surrounding the revelation of Andrew Wyatt's Helga pictures have now been well recorded. Astonishment and curiosity in the art world at large greeted the news that this major American artist had for 15 years been working in virtual secrecy on a substantial new series. More than 240 works centering around one model, Helga Testorf, a neighbor of the Wyeths in Chadds Forge, Pennsylvania. So we will see. I have seen this book before, but I've never read it, so excited to have that. Then, not in perfect condition, at least the dust jacket, but was thrilled to find, and that's this, the Annotated Alice, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, illustrated by John Tenniel, with an introduction and notes by Martin Gardner. The complete text and original illustrations in the only fully annotated edition, or at least when this came out. And very excited to find this. I like this sort of thing. So here's the end paper. Just do some random page here. Try to find something with annotations here. Yeah, I like that. So when did this come out? So this was published, if I can get the page, Bramwell House, New York. And it is, I don't see the date, but it's been a while because it's, you can tell. Oh, here you go. So I'll read through this. This is exciting to have. So that was one I also paid a little more than normally would, and that's $5, and I don't mind at all on that. Then, my wife found these, some Star Wars books. So we have Kevin Hearn, Heir of the Jedi. Heir of the Jedi. I actually like that cover. So in this one, Luke Skywalker scored a game-changing victory for the Rebel Alliance by destroying the Death Star. So who better to execute a daring new offensive against the Empire? The mission? Liberate a brilliant alien codebreaker who's fallen into Imperial hands, before her captors can exploit her talents for their own sinister purposes. Challenged by the Empire's ruthless agents, death-dealing enemy battleships, merciless bounty hunters, and monstrous brain-eating parasites, Luke plunges into the high-stakes operation, and his abilities as a rebel fighter and would-be Jedi are pushed to the limit. If he ever needed the wisdom of Obi-Wan Kenobi to guide him, it is now. But Luke will have to rely on himself, his friends, and his burgeoning relationship with the Force to survive. Sounds like fun. My son's been reading a lot of these Star Wars books. My oldest boy. No, I want to see how what orders these goes in. Aftermath. Okay, so this is the way it goes. So my wife found these all in hardback. Like I said, they're $1 a piece. So the first one, and they're all Chuck Wendig. This is Aftermath. So the first in the series. I don't know how many this goes, but the first 3 are here anyway. So the second Death Star has been destroyed, the Emperor killed, and Darth Vader struck down. Devastating blows against the Empire, major victories for the Rebel Alliance, but the battle for freedom is far from over. So when did this come out? So they have the timeline on the front there. Let's see, this is Del Rey, and it is first edition, and it is what year? I need the year, folks. That's funny. I don't see it. It's got to have it on here, but when you're sitting there reading... Oh, 2015, I think. Yeah, I might be wrong about that. I don't know why they don't have it. There's the timeline. So that's Aftermath. Then Life Debt, Aftermath Life Debt, same author. Love the cover art. Here's the cover art on this one and this one. Let's see here. The Emperor is dead. They say the same thing. Nora Wexley and her band of Imperial hunters pursue Grand Admiral Reyes Sloane and the Empire's remaining leadership across the galaxy. Even as more officers are brought to justice, Sloane continues to elude the New Republic. Let's see. Book 2, yeah, 2016, so 2015 was probably right on that. And then the third one here, Aftermath Empire's End. Again, Chuck Wendig. Del Rey again, and this was 2017. And for their role in the deadly ambush, Grand Admiral Reyes Sloane is the most wanted Imperial war criminal. And one-time rebel pilot Nora Wexley, back in service at Leia's urgent request, is leading the hunt. So, looks like we're hunting war criminals. No, I've got this sort of bag out of work. So not too bad for $3. Then I've got this Marvel Black Panther, The Young Prince, by Ronald L. Smith. Still got a sticker on it there, I guess from Target, right? Yep. And it's a Marvel book. Let's see. Out of Los Angeles and New York. And this is from 2018. Never read one of these Marvel novels like this, and I'm actually sort of looking forward to it. Let's see here. Black Panther, ruler of Wakanda, Avenger. This is his destiny, but right now he's simply T'Challa, the young prince. Life is comfortable for the 12-year-old, so it's about when he's a kid. So this ought to be fun. We'll see how it goes. And Ronald Smith is a former advertising writer and the author of Hoodoo, a Southern Gothic fantasy novel for young readers, and the recipient of the 2016 Coretta Scott King John Steptoe New Talent Author Award. That's pretty neat. His second book, The Mesmerist, a supernatural Victorian fantasy, was released in 2017. So here's our author. Looking forward to reading this. I love the movies. Switch it up. I'll save the nonfiction for last. Then as a replacement copy for my paperback, Clash of Kings. Pretty good shape, like I say, for $1. Is the end papers. So I'm slowly replacing as I find these, and they're not all that hard to find because so many people bought them. I'm slowly replacing my paperbacks with these. I've got a few of the hardbacks. Book 2, A Song of Ice and Fire, which did okay for itself. February 1999. This is, if you look at the print number, if I'm right, this is like the 33rd print. This ain't been printed a lot. Sold a lot. So it's nice to have these hardbound volumes. And I plan on giving those a reread. Then one I still have a sticker on. Clive Cussler and Justin Scott, The Cutthroat, an Isaac Bell adventure. I like the Isaac Bell adventures. There's the late author. A lot. I like the Fargo ones about the archaeologist couple or the treasure hunting couple. I like Dirk Pitt stuff, and I like Isaac Bell. So the Kurt Austin adventures and the Oregon Files, I like okay. And then some of the nonfiction I like. So this is, it's 1911 and the lure of Broadway is drawing countless hopeful young actresses with the promise of fame, fortune, and freedom in New York. Among them is the beautiful Anna Pepe. When she runs away from home, her father uses his new money and his old connections to the founder of the Van Dorn Detective Agency to make sure his daughter is found. Joseph Van Dorn's right-hand man, Chief Investigator Isaac Bell, agrees to help the worried father. I like these. They are early in the 20th century type of thing. They often deal with the technology from them, the aircraft and the cars, and a world where there was a lot of great change. We always think of ourselves as a time of change, but there's always been change, right? And technology. So very interesting. Then I got a couple of nonfiction books. This thing's running long, 13 minutes. Okay. So I'm a big baseball fan. Love baseball. And so I picked up this, George F. Will, Bunts, Curt Flood, Camden Yards, Pete Rose, and Other Reflections on Baseball. And I just am ready. When it snows outside, I like baseball books. So this is a Scribner, and this is from 1998. Let's see, just give you an example here. What do we got in here? They have a table of contents, see what we can get for stories. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Wow. Yeah. Some of them are mixed up a little bit of politics because he's a political commentator. One's Ancient Greece Got It Right. Speaking Stengelese, that'd be Casey Stengel. Let's see. The Work of Louisville's Fathers, Ring Lardner, Call Your Office. This ought to be fun. George Steinbrenner, An Acquired Taste. Let's put it mildly, I think. Play Ball, Pete Rose's Chromosomes. Pete Rose and his friends. Yeah, looking forward to this. Babe Ruth, replacement player. Nice short pieces. I won't sit down and read straight through, but as I'm ready for spring to come, I'll read that. Then finally, I just grabbed this as a buck. I love the cover of it. It has a look to it. This is by Michael Payne. It's called The Crusades. Little teeny thing. It still has, what is this? Can't tell if that's a border sticker or Barnes & Noble. This is part of something called Pocket Essentials. And nice end papers. So a brief run on, this is from 2005, a brief explanation of the Crusades, this type of thing. So I am not an expert in the Crusades. I've been reading, where's that? It's right here, God's War by Tyerman, and then I've got the Tyerman's The World of the Crusaders, which is like photographs of artifacts and all that sort of stuff. So something I am interested. I just read, what was his name? Let me see, The Templars by Jones. So I mean, I've been getting into it a little bit. So it's always good to have a little primer like this when you're not an expert like myself. So that was Christmas trees down, and all the Star Trek ornaments are put away. Like I say, it's very wintry looking outside, but nice. And we got little projects we're doing for the weekend, and I hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, I'm not going to do a speed pyramid with these books, but it was fun to go out today. So I hope everybody's safe, and we'll see you next time.